And now, first out of the blue corner. This fighter stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, and he weighed in at 218 pounds. He trains out of the Joker's Wild Fighting Academy and has a mixed martial arts record of 10 wins and only 3 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Huntington Beach, California, please welcome Manny Sesma.
Now we're going to introduce Brian Sesma to the cage. As you can see, Billy Parnell, that's his nephew, who recently drowned. So Brian definitely has a lot on his plate tonight.
Yeah, Brian, pretty much first thing he wanted to make clear that he is fighting for his nephew, Billy. Brian fighting out of the Joker's Wild Fight Academy in Irvine, California, one of my teammates there. He is 6'2". He's only 218 now. He's definitely slimming down. He's going to be fighting as a light heavyweight from this point out. His record is 10-3. A lot of experience here at King of the Cage. Brian definitely likes to swing. A very, very hard puncher. Definitely going to be hard for me not to coach him.
Yeah, Brian actually came up, he's training with us up there at the gym, and definitely a tough customer. As we see Manny Rodriguez coming down, North County Fight Club. Looks like he has quite a few people in this corner as well. See Jason Lambert, Matt Stanzel.
Brian's going to be taking on Manny Rodriguez, 5'11", 240 pounds in his reported weight. He is from the North County Fight Club, another veteran of that team that we see here so often in King of the Cage. Cecil Peoples, our referee. Fighters touch gloves in the middle. Big right hand landed by Brian early. Good knee there as well.
Swinging for the fences as Brian goes in there.
Mike Guyman, Brian's coach, asking him to take his time and slow down. Brian landed a couple good punches in that first exchange. I really believe he got the better of that first exchange, although Manny Rodriguez was not kidding around, was he?
Now he's got a low center of gravity with his base here. Let's see if Brian's going to be able to capitalize and get that takedown or not. He needs to get some underhooks here. He's going to sit down with that single leg.
Brian dropping for that double leg. There he got it. Straight into the side mount, wild man.
Got half guard. Manny looking to get right back up. Let's see if Brian's going to be able to capitalize.
Brian on top, but you know, he's not in the best position as far as control because Manny's up against the fence. He can't stand up. And he does. He uses that fence, hips back up. And now Brian's got to work again for that takedown.
There's Cecil warning him for grabbing the shorts, but Brian's just going to reach down and grab that ankle again, pull him out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Brian should have just grabbed that ankle. He just was holding on to it.
Well, we see Manny's nose is already starting to bleed, so we'll see if it makes a difference. Brian lands hard right hand.
Brian representing Fairtex as well as Tap Out and Rockstar Energy Drink here in the fight. And Rodriguez backing up. Sesma getting that leg.
Sesma definitely going to have to start covering up here.
Wow, these fighters really exchanging now.
Throwing.
Good exchange right there.
Manny definitely coming back, throwing. Brian does a good job of tying him up.
Sesma really taking a lot of big shots from Manny Rodriguez, and he's got to be tired. When he takes shots like that, it certainly takes the gas out of you, Thomas.
Definitely, he definitely has to block, and he needs to, he's getting hit in the back of the head a couple times, took a knee. Let's see if he'll be able to cover up and come back from this.
Brian did a good job, though, got back to half guard there. Covering up.
He's covering up well. As long as he doesn't turn his stomach, gets his guard back here.
And Brian escaping, a stoppage there a couple times. Cecil Peoples certainly would have been within his rights to stop the fight, as fighter safety is his #1 priority in the cage. Manny Rodriguez very close to getting the win already in this fight, but now Brian trying to slow down the pace.
Brian definitely needs to grab his head and keep that overhook and maybe look for a stand-up or just looking at stalling and getting his bearings back to him.
Now you can see there on the screen on the right-hand side, Mike Guyman is only a couple feet away from Brian Sesma in the corner there, helping him and trying to explain to him how to slow this pace down and regain his composure. And Sesma threw a couple big rights.
Good right hands from the bottom.
That's it. Manny Rodriguez taking a victory for the North County Fight Club.
Good fight.
And Manny Rodriguez, a perfect example of, in mixed martial arts, a lot of fighters don't appear to be in shape. And you'll see other guys that do appear to be in shape, but no matter what the outside of your body looks like, it doesn't necessarily tell you what your heart and your lungs are like. Rico Rodriguez, Pedro Hizzo, Renato Sobral, a couple perfect examples of that. Guys that at times are in great shape but don't necessarily appear to be.
That's right. It's all in how hard you train and your diet, and sometimes, genetics just get the best of you and give you that appearance of, hey, I look like I'm out of shape, but man, look at this. I just came in here and just dismantled my opponent.
Manny Rodriguez certainly showing a lot of heart in that fight, because at the beginning of the fight, he took a lot of shots in that opening exchange. Then he got taken down. Brian had his back for a little while, and still Manny.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 minutes, 26 seconds of the first round, your winner, Manny Rodriguez. First.